Hello everyone and welcome to Tron Identity, which is a sci-fi detective adventure visual novel type game, obviously based on the Tron movies, which admittedly I have not seen. Anyway, let's jump right in and start this off. So yeah, there might very well be things that I am not aware of that happens in the movies that are referenced here. But yeah. Figured I'd preface this playthrough by telling you that I have not seen the movies. At least I'm pretty sure that there's more than one. Yeah, I figure that I should be able to play this anyway, despite that. I have always been curious about Tron. I honestly don't know why I haven't watched any movie of that franchise yet. Guess there's always been something else that I've watched instead that felt more pressing, I guess? And since I'm doing the game deck playthrough as well right now, figured that this would be very fitting. Since it's kinda similar timeline, I guess? Yes. Initializing. It's a cold night in the city. Nothing new there. You pull your coat tighter, feel the heat of its glow, a small comfort against the brittle rain. Across the park stands the repository, a grand building. It stands sentinel among all surrounding it. This is architecture as power play, a statement made in light and stone. It's also where you'll be working tonight. You step forward, taking in the data trees that flank your path. Suddenly, the screech of tires against asphalt to your left, the rhythmic pulse of a light cycle at full speed. You turn, seeing a cold blue light racing towards you. Hold my ground? You didn't dodge the light cycle. You hold out your hand. Stop. The cycle doesn't slow. In fact, you could swear it accelerates. Defiant. It blasts past on your left. 2 more cycles follow it. Yellow core. Whatever the racer did, it was bad enough to get 2 enforcers on their tail. Peacekeepers. That was the something. Can I? No, I can. I'll check. Okay. You operate in a less polite world. You push forward more gingerly now. The park has fallen silent again. Good. At the entrance to the repository stands a slab of a security program. His armor is scuffed and scratched, as is his face. A cruel smirk is attempting to break through his clenched jaw. Bit of trouble on the road there, Chief? Hello, Grish. Nothing I can't handle. He laughs. You didn't dodge the light cycle, no? Next time, look both ways. You're not gonna win a fair fight with a speeding light cycle. The laughing stops and is replaced by a stern frown. Can I help you? I hope so. The program squints, confused. Mind telling me what you're doing here? You flash your badge. 4 squares arranged in a T. It designates you as a member of the Disciples of Tron, a detective. No boss, no assigned task, but uncovering truths. A professional observer. My name's Query. Your boss called me and something happened here, something big enough to bring in outside help. The program is taken aback. He steps away from the door and motions you in. You could have sworn you saw the light in his eyes pulse with frustration. This isn't going to be an easy night. We're going to be good friends, I can tell. Yeah, this will be easier if you work with me. No answer. The program slams the door shut behind you, reactivating its glowing lock. No escape. Definitely not going to be an easy night. Alright. The lobby of the repository is beautiful. It demonstrates the same power as the exterior. Grish hustles you into the elegant space. You note that it is empty, quiet. Where is everyone? It's late. Only a skeleton crew tonight. And the prisoner in the library. Prisoner? Don't worry about it. Grish looks tired. It must have already been a long night, he growls. It wasn't my call to bring you in. I had this handled. I was about to begin my investigation. I imagined your boss felt otherwise. Grish chuckles to himself. Yeah, I imagine he did. So why are we talking? Oh, that's a bit rude. I don't want to get in the middle of anything. Yes, you do. In my experience, those in your line like getting in the middle of anything and everything. You can tell Grish isn't used to dealing with inquiries like yours. He ushers you past the lobby's vacated front desk towards an elevator. We've moved all non-essential staff to a secure location. I've been ordered to send you up to Prince. He runs this tower and he's taken the events of the night very personally. You'd think they'd stolen from his own personal collection. Maybe the way he sees it, that's exactly what happened. There's been a robbery? That's right, someone picked tonight to steal something precious from us. Prince will fill you in on the details. I don't know them all yet either. I heard the explosion activated the lockdown and put things in order. Since then, I've been out here, securing the perimeter and waiting for you to show up. Took you long enough. I guess you were busy holding up traffic. Not successfully, but I respect the effort. An explosion? Yep, a long way up. I've not been up there yet, but it was loud. A bomb? Who knows what's up there, but I have to assume any explosives would be tightly secured. Grish moves to the elevator. A keypad to its side awaits activation. He reaches out his hand to the panel. It hovers, a sharp intake of breath. What? Is there a problem? Grish stands in front of the panel, looking at it, then back to you. He's confused. He catches himself, confusion turning into frustration. Since the explosion, I've been missing things. Memories? Yes. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the explosion, but my memory access is failing me. There are holes. You're DOT, you said. You can defragment identity disks, can't you? Recover memories? With consent, yes. I grant it. Do what needs to be done. Here, take it. He hands you his disk, grudgingly. Okay. Match data cards to defrag a disk. Drag the circle card onto its matching neighbor. Okay. As well as suits, you can match by number. Drag the 3 card to its neighbor. Nope. Sorry. There are 2 legal move types, adjacent and 3 packets away. Okay. Cards cannot cross the top of the disc. Okay. No move is final. Undo any play at any time. Okay. Stuck. Let the AI make your next move a limited number of times per puzzle. Okay. To complete a puzzle, reduce card count to the target. Pick your own moves from now on. Okay. So the target is 1. Well. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to press that. I was supposed to do X. Okay, well. Oh, that works. So, that's fine. Alright. New memory, a significant number. The administrator prince smiled. I think that's everything. Did you have any questions? Grish shook his head silent. He needed a job. It seemed simple enough. No need to put the new boss off with an unguarded question or comment. You're not the talkative type, I suppose. Good. Prince typed a number into the elevator, stopped himself. You'll need a code, I suppose. Are you a religious program, Grish? Grish grunted, non-committal. I don't ask for utter devotion, but I do expect respect. For myself, the core, and for the users. Let this be a daily reminder to you of their importance and seniority to us all. He gestured towards the pad and keyed in 1982. 1982, the year Flynn first made contact with the programs according to the user calendar. A sacred time. Burn it into your memory. Grish did so. He would use this code every centicycle. Alright. You hand the disc back. Grish takes it, replaces it on his back. A slight pulse in his eyes signals the data refresh. Got it. Grish gives the slightest of nods. It's the closest you'll be getting to a thank you. He taps the code into the elevator, unlocking it. I've unlocked repeat access rights for you. You'll be able to travel to any location Prince allows. Thank you. Grish grunts. He's clearly frustrated to have shown this weakness to you. You move towards the elevator, but Grish puts out a heavy hand blocking your path. I'm not going to let you do this without me. Okay. You could join me. Grish laughs. I don't join you, program. You join me. Whatever you want to call it. He nods. Alright then. You push forward. He's surprised. Let's work together. You reach out a hand. He takes it, shakes it. Alright. The most sincere smile of the night plays across Grish's face. Prince's office is upstairs. He'll be waiting for you. For us. Let's go. Sure. The elevator doors open. It's time to visit the man who called you here. Prince may consider this an office, but it's more of a shrine. User memorabilia lines the walls. Prince stands by the window looking out over the city. He turns and smiles as you both enter. You found a friend, Grish. Grish snorts. You hired one for me, Prince. I did, and you seem exceptionally happy to have the company. Prince chuckles to himself. Very glad you could join us, Query. You come very highly recommended. Reputation is everything. A program after my own heart. Welcome. Prince steps in front of his desk. He registers your confusion at the bright lights on its surface. A little showy, perhaps. I've been told it looks like a shrine, but much like the users, I enjoy a little theater. What happened here? That's a longer conversation, I fear. Prince smiles another smile. It is a smile calculated in its charm, the kind of self-conscious allusion to kindness that you've only ever seen in those with assured authority. Grish, still standing, tenses. He's seen that smile too many times. Tell me, Query, for whom do you fight? I mean, this is probably something that could have been answered more easy if I had seen the movies. I fight for the users. Another smile, more sincere this time. Ah, a traditionalist. A program after my own heart. A user set this world in motion with vision, purpose, a steadfast ethical framework. Prince steps back to the window. Flynn built this world for us, Query. He built us an ark safe from clue from his intolerance of our kind. We must never forget what we owe, whose grace we rely upon. He saw the potential of the ISOs and our value. Okay. Your order was created with similar optimism. The disciples of Tron, independent seekers of truth in the face of tyranny. It's all very impressive, I'm sure. You too are part of Flynn's design. Do not forget it. He will return. I mean, there's no point in antagonizing him, which I feel like those are, so let's just go with that one. We owe him everything. We surely do, program. We surely do. Grish tenses. The boss and I have different views on the subject. I fight for the programs of the repository. In the war, they taught us to fight for the one next to us. Keeps things simple. Prince frowns. Your loyalty to those around you is why I indulge your argumentative demeanor, Grish, but loyalty without faith is a fickle thing. My faith is strong. Not entirely convinced, Prince moves towards a bookcase. My interest in the users goes beyond blind faith. I imagine you've noticed my collection. Very impressive. Thank you. Does any piece in particular catch your eye? Those colorful boxes, maybe? Prince moves to the shelf, removing a box. This is a form of user entertainment, a video stored on an analog magnetic tape. They record fictional performances and share or sell them to each other. He smiles as he looks at the tape. This was apparently one of Flynn's favorites. I've not watched it, but the user on the cover looks heroic enough. Can we watch one? I mean, obviously it's not an identity disc. I mean, I'm guessing it's a movie. But yeah. Prince shakes his head. Nowhere near as precise. Events are shown in an abbreviated fashion in a two-dimensional image. No internal processes are recorded. They are obtuse, abstract, but according to our records, users love them. Prince places the box back on the shelf. Cute. Prince smiles. Indeed. Prince's face stiffens. For the first time, he lets the stress of recent events show on his face. Prince? It's impossible to tell if Grish is sympathetic or frustrated. Tonight, the unacceptable has occurred. Our repository has been broken into and our work is in great danger. I'm sure Grish told you about the explosion, our vault. We have been attacked. I don't know for sure who did this, but I have my suspicions. I need to know who is responsible and what they stole from us. Who had access to the vault? Core. It may be our repository, but it's their vault. I don't even know what they were keeping in there. He looks down. I wish I had a better answer, but for now, I am as in the dark as you. My building is host to a great many treasures, but presumably tonight someone stole our greatest jewel. Prince gestures broadly. The programs with the answers are throughout this tower. I'm hoping that something? I'd work with a... Okay, this is annoying. It was necessary to contain the threat? Absolutely. Grish turns to you. A visiting dignitary. I don't like new faces. Not when there's a coincidental explosion moments after their arrival. One of my men secured the prisoner immediately. We've created temporary accommodations in the library. Give my apologies to Ada when you see her. Not exactly her role to play jailer. Yeah, I'll start with the vault. No need to tell me, program. The DOT are independent of my authority. I hope that you also remember your oath of non-interference. Come back here when you have anything to tell me or any questions I can answer. Prince's smile broadens. It's been good to talk to you, Query. I will make it known to my staff that you are to be supported in your investigation. I believe you can do good work here. This is my repository. I will do anything I can to help you. Come to me if you need anything. You leave the office. Grish follows. For the users. Okay, an opulent office from which the entire building is run. The vaults and the library, right. Containment custom built for storing the most sensitive materials in the repository. A memory of great energy hangs in the air. The vault, what's left of it at least, is incredible. Hot red light permeates every corner, highlighting the blue cracks and damage of the explosion. The heat of that light is matched only by the cold of the wind blowing through from outside. In the place of the vault interior is the gaping wound of the blast. The light of the city outside is weightless. Slumped in the corner, you see the only other program present, a guard. Their clothes are more ornate than Grish's. This isn't one of his guards, a core honor guard, maybe. What happened? A good question. You turn to Grish. This will be delicate. It will. You lead. Whatever they were guarding is gone. They didn't talk much after the explosion. I left them here to recover. He stands back by the door as you approach. Hey, what's your name? It's only now that you realize, looking at the guard, how young they are. Their hair and uniform are pretty messed up, but this guard isn't more than a kid. A kid left to guard something worth destroying this vault over. I'm Query, a DOT. I'm here to help. Okay. Am I in trouble? I think the trouble's past. This is going nowhere fast. The guard needs help. Likely this close to the blast, their entire memory is locked out. You kneel down in front of them, gestures towards the identity disc on their back. I'm Query, a DOT. You said that already. I did. If you'll let me, I can skim your disc, help you put some of the details together, maybe start to figure out what happened here. Okay. They understand. You reach over, take their disc. Time to make some connections. Alright. Oh boy. Clear 2 cards of the same value consecutively. Okay. Blocker errors are temporary cards which take up space. Work around them. Oh, so, like, those? When the bar next to a blocker card is full, it disappears. Okay. If you're lucky, blockers may turn a gap of 2 cards into a gap of 3. If you'd like to skip a defrag puzzle, you can do so from the pause screen. Okay. Target is 2. Okay. Well, that did not help. There we go. Distractions. The program sat in the branches of a tree, looking down to their friend. Cass, what are you doing? Cass was sitting at the tree's roots, fiddling with some fallen data shards, looking at them intently. Cass! Cass looked up from their twigs, locking eyes with their friend in the tree. A smile passed between them, and then Cass returned to their twigs, observing their digital nuance, pondering it. Okay. You replaced the disc on the guard's back. Cass, my name is Cass. It's a start. You smile and help Cass to their feet. What do you remember? They squint, considering. Not much. I remember the explosion, energy, and light all around me for a microcycle. And then you. You look out at the gaping void of the vault and the city lights beyond. Do you remember anything else? Anything at all? Cass steps over to look out over the city with you. Like what? A program? Anyone else here before the explosion? Cass considers. I don't remember anyone. I was alone before it happened, I think. It's hazy. I'm trying to be helpful, I swear. It all just keeps slipping through my fingers. The explosion fried their memories. You'll need to come back, work through this with them. Your only witness barely remembers anything beyond their name. Do you have any questions for me? 1. What's DOT? You chuckle. You've never been asked that before. Saying DOT tends to make programs less talkative, if anything. Have you heard of Tron? The program who fought for the users? Cass seems confused by their own question. A story I remember being told a long time ago. You smile. Yes. Well, my order bases itself on his example, without the allegiance part. We believe in finding the truth, without fighting for any one side. Truth should exist outside of that. At least that's what I was taught. As nods solemnly. You walk back towards the door. Grish is waiting for you. Tough kid. Indeed. I've always admired the Corps Honor Guard. Ruthlessly efficient. Best on the grid. You note Grish's respect. Not something you've seen much of tonight. You hope it's well placed. We should move on. He's right, it's time. Perhaps the prisoner in the library will have more to say. Well, then I am going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!